Hey, what's going on, people? This is your boy Stephen Blackman right here. Um, just want to take a few things off my chest regarding to like the current situation. Now, I'm gonna make two statements about me. About me, I am a neutral person. I like to see things in both sides of the story. So whatever I say, do not get offended. Okay, this is just a neutral aspect. This is my personal opinion about what's going on and what I believe what is the reason and the cause of this. So before I get into it, today's subject is going to be the system that is implemented on minorities and the rhetoric that create racial tensions towards one another. First thing first, is Donald Trump a racist? A lot of people gonna say yes. Why is he a racist? What has he done that is considered racist? That's something that you gotta ask yourself. Are you saying it based on what other people say that he has done? Or are you actually looking him up and actually seeing for yourself? Are you looking at his tweet, the whole entire tweet? Or are you looking at the bits and pieces that would be considered offensive if taken out of context? Chris Rock always say it's always about the content of which the word is used. And it's true. We take, depending on how we say certain things, we either gonna take it the right way or we're gonna take it the wrong way. See, the problem is that we give the news media so much credit. Like their credibility is like whatever they say is like the Bible, pretty much. And there's time after time after time that they have proven themselves that they are not a credible source. Like, I don't believe anything they say on the news now. Literally. One, how can you say that Donald Trump is not going to win the 2016 race? From day one, all the way up to the election, and then when he won, you're saying that it's because of racism. What? That don't make no sense. Two, you saying you brought people up there to try to validate saying, oh, he's a racist because this is how he treat me. But then you got people like Mike Tyson, people that actually went to meet Donald Trump themselves and saying, well, that's not how he act. He doesn't act like a racist. Mike Tyson himself say, how can I call this man a racist? Because the way how he treat me doesn't show that he's a racist. Like, you can't make me say something if I didn't experience racism from him. There's plenty of time that I hear from the news, well, Trump's a xenophobe, he want to build a wall to keep immigrants out. First off, he has always been emphasizing illegal immigrants. There is a big difference between legal immigrants and illegal immigrants. Legal immigrants does the process the right way, even though I truly believe that the immigration law needs to be changed because it's broken. Citizenship should not take longer than a year to become citizen. It should not take that long to be citizen, especially if you've done everything correctly and you pay all your fees and you pass the test, showing that you can be a capable citizen. Like my parents were immigrants. They came from Vietnam. So if they can do it, everyone else can do it too. Why is it that only Hispanic people are targeted though? We got so many different people coming into the United States, but they don't have any issues with getting citizenship or getting a green card to stay or visas to stay until they get citizenship. This is why I say that the immigration law needs to be changed. The wall is not really trying to keep everybody out. It's to prevent a flow of illegal immigrants, especially due to crime. Is it going to stop them from coming through? No, it's not going to stop them coming through. But it actually will lower the morals of saying, well, I want to cross the border and skip all the process. You got to do it in the process. You got to do it the right way. There's a right way to become a U.S. citizen, and there's a wrong way. If you do it the wrong way, you affect not only just you, but you affect your whole entire family that comes with you. You see it on the news. People getting deported, and their kids is the only one that's U.S. citizen, and they're watching all this traumatic experience where they see their family getting taken away because they didn't want to go on do the right process. Now, if they were doing the right process, it wouldn't be an issue. There's gonna be some occasion that somebody is gonna do too much, and most likely is they're about to be U.S. citizen, and they get deported. Okay, yes, that's unfortunate. This is why I say that I don't believe that the immigration law that is placed now is good. Not only that, Donald Trump did not place any other immigration law except saying we're going to enforce what we have right now. You got Bill Clinton. Ever since the time Bill Clinton came to office, they were all saying that illegal immigrants need to be treated a certain way because that's breaking the law. Obama himself said that we need to be more strict on illegal immigrants. None of them actually say that we're gonna look for all immigrants and then we're gonna send them back to where they came from. No. Second issue. People are blaming certain race for certain things. For example, the mass shooting. Yes, white people have to be the number one people to be involved in mass shooting. Why? Why is that? I don't know. But you can't put the blame on the president for an action that they choose themselves to do. Trump rhetoric is like a catalyst. No. This man has always had this thing planned even before Donald Trump came to office. He just happened to finally finish his plan. The one in El Paso. The one in Dayton, Ohio has nothing to do with Donald Trump at all. He actually support Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. But guess what? Nobody didn't blame them for their rhetoric. This man killed his own family. He killed his sister. Like what? What kind of sick man would kill his own family? But yeah. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. People are getting beat up for their own political views, but nobody's not talking about that. People who voted for Trump, whether they're white, black, Hispanic, like they're looked at as if they're evil. Not everybody is going to be a white supremacist. Not everybody is going to be a sellout coon. Not everybody that voted for Donald Trump voted for him because of his rhetorics. No. They voted because their life has been significantly impacted from the previous presidencies. If they weren't doing good before he became office and they start doing good, and he said he's going to promise you do better, and the results happen, well, why shouldn't they support someone that helped them? I remember someone once told me that because of the color of my skin, I can't relate to black people and their struggles. But at the same time, I'm thinking in my head, why would they say something like that to me? And they don't even know me. Like, just because my skin color is white doesn't mean I experience hardship in life. And the way they said it was like, it sounded like all black people struggle and have a hard time in life. I know plenty of people that when they grown up, they ain't have no hard time. They ain't experienced none of the stuff that people are talking about now. Just like Lil Wayne say, I didn't experience racism. I didn't experience police brutality. I ain't experienced none of that. The thing is that we don't be blind on the issue that's involved with it. Yes, there's certain cases that we have police brutality. But there are also some cases where you can't justify someone's action by saying that, well, because police been shooting black people all this time, he act the way he act. No. If you break the law, you break the law. Not saying that there is a system in place that target minority. But we know this. Minorities know this. Look at how we live in Section 8. Think about that. You live in Section 8. If you live in Section 8, why there's so much crime involved inside a small community? Why? Because the system creates that environment. If you live and you depend on the government and that's all you depend on, guess what? You're not going to be successful. And when you're not successful, what you going to do? You're going to try to survive. And when you try to survive, it means whatever means necessary. When that turns to crime. Not saying this just to downplay black people in the hood. No, it's not that. But you got to understand that there is a lot of crime involved in cities and areas where there's not a lot of success. There's plenty of people that actually get out of the system that I call Section 8. Plenty of people. And when they were out of the system, their life changed dramatically. They live in so much better. They are more content in their success. While you got people in the hood, they look at their people, the same people they grew up with, laugh in their face and everything, and they hating. They get upset because they able to get out and they not. And what they do then? They end up, if a person decide to come back and try to help the community out, what they do? They end up killing the person, or they end up robbing the person. Not saying that every single place is act like that, but they don't like people being successful nearby them, especially they're struggling, especially they putting their life on the line trying to make it out there. But this is what also comes to my theory. My theory is there is a system that place people in these situations. For example, single parenthood. Single parenthood is on an all-time high. There are less people married than it is single parenthood, single moms, single dads. It takes two to raise the kid. You take one out of the equation, you got a broken family. A broken family where the kids is most affected by. Someone I once watched on YouTube. I listen to a lot of people. I listen to like Brennan Tatum, Candace Owens. I listen to a lot of different aspects. And one thing that got me was when they were talking about single parenthood. Did y'all know that after the Civil Rights Act, after John F. Kennedy got killed, Lyndon Baines Johnson became president in his spot, and he passed out the law on the bill called the Great Society Act. And what this act does, it incentivizes single parents. So now, instead of if you have a baby by somebody, you don't have to marry that person. But the thing was, it wasn't just about that. Now that if you're not with this person, now you get all these benefits, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You just collect all the government assistance you want. And what that leaves, it leaves the man have no responsibility at all. So if a child see that the man is not in the home, the father's not in the house, and he's doing whatever he wants, and he's a boy, he's gonna feel like that this is what he's gonna grow up to be anyway. So now you got this trend going where you got deadbeat baby daddies, you got baby daddies in jail because they couldn't pay child support. Then you got single mom making money off of it. Not saying that every single mom does that, because I know there's some hardworking single moms, shout out to them, that they make sure their kids are straight. And they work like 2-3 different jobs. But majority of the people take advantage of the system. Shoot, if I was getting free stuff, I'll take advantage of the system too. But it cripples the mindset of working hard, and it sets a trap. It's like a Venus flytrap. You think you gonna go? You think if you a fly and you landed on the Venus flytrap, you think you gonna have a place to rest, and next thing you know, they clamp on you and you're trapped, and you slowly getting digested away. And this is exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. If you live in Section 8, it is so hard for you to get out. Because I personally experienced that. When I tried to get a job, all of a sudden, the welfare, the assistant that had, the program they had given to me, they completely cut it off. And then the struggle was really real then. I'm like, man, I just tried to get a job and I tried to do better for my life, and all of a sudden, they're making it so hard for me to even pay all my bills. I almost got evicted because of it. But I also told myself that I never settle for less, though. And I believe that if the parents were together, a child has a better chance of being successful than a child is that's separated. Not saying all child that's in a single parent is not going to be successful. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying there's some of them that will, because that's just they're gifted. They're naturally talented. They got special things that's already been applied to them, and they understand how much they worth. I believe that if parents tell their kids how much they worth and show them that, okay, look, no matter what is up against you, you can overcome it. I believe that the community can prosper from that. But because the community is not prospering because of poverty, there's hardly any business that is contributing to the community. We got people that's like, well, I don't know what to go to because I don't have a father, so they look for a fatherly figure. So what that's end up going to? More crimes. You're gonna look up your peers, people that don't really care about other people but themselves. Gang violence, everything. There's people in the gang. Like, do you realize if you join a gang, like, you throwing your own family to the side too? If you not saying everybody is gonna do that, but in reality of it, you is. Because when you try to get out, guess what? You're placing all your family in danger. The very people that you trying to take care of is also the one that you put in danger. There's some gang that you cannot escape. You cannot leave the gang if you decide to live your life right. They hate that. They hate when someone try to be virtuous. Someone try to be good. Someone try to tell you how to live your life while they tell you that this is the only way to live. I know I'm just rambling on everything, but this is something I just got to get off my chest because I see a lot of this, and I truly believe that we got to fight the system that is causing us to be like this. The system that creates an area where crime is always being done at. Crime that people are not getting just sentences. Like you get a drug charge, you about to do life in prison for a drug charge. Like, there's so many issues that need to be addressed, but nobody's not addressing that. Everybody is worrying about what the president is. Everybody is worrying about what the police is going to do. We always complain about it, but nobody is not doing anything. We had Obama at the time when the police shooting became a national attention. All Obama did was telling people that to do violence on police. And we had 3 mass shootings. that specifically target towards police. But nobody not say anything about it though. And that's why I'm saying we can't be blind on all the issues. There are issues. We need to build a better policy where police brutality is not tolerated. Racism is not tolerated. Not saying that every white cop is going to be a racist guy. No. You got to understand, if you, not only that, you got to tell people not to do the crime in the first place. If you know the system is broken, why are you going to continue to do a crime knowing that if you get caught, you're going to be stuck in the system? The system's not going to be fair on you. Shoot, if I knew the system is made against me, I'm not going to join the system. I'm not going to put my name in the system just because I'm dealing with some BS. We got to rise up to that. We got to join as a community and tell these people that we elect in office and say, look, we got a big issue here. We don't want to live like this no more. Y'all need to do something about this. Y'all create the laws, y'all create the policy, change some of these laws, change some of these policies, and create new ones that will benefit to the society, not create chaos, not create tension between race. It started from the local government, and then from there, we can work our way up towards the White House. But you guys, everybody got to play their part. If we can't make a case if we only stuck on one issue, because that's not the root of the problem. The root of the problem is that there is a system in place. That's just my opinion though. If you like what you hear, comment, give me your insight on what you think is going on with today's society. And if you disagree, tell me why you disagree. And, keep everything cordial. You know what I'm saying? I respect your opinion. And if you respect mine, awesome. Anyway, y'all take it easy. And y'all stay blessed.